Super Eagles did it yesterday, beating Guinea Bissau over there in their own country to turn things around in that particular encounter. AFCON qualifiers of 2023. Welcome you on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV. I'm Adeni Aji Shafe, and I have the statistician in the studio. Let me give you the analyst statistician here. Good to have you, Olawale Peters.
Yeah, good morning, Adeni. And the way you pronounce the match yesterday, as if you've done something that you should be proud of.
At least it's better than none for the fact that they were able to win.
It's not better than none. We won through a penalty, not an open play. And we have the likes of Terry Murphy. We have the likes of the best player in Europe. And I won't say the best player in the world. The best player in Europe, as far as I'm concerned, is the best player in the world in terms of Victor Osimhen. And I mean, the version of Victor Osimhen I saw in Abuja and also yesterday is totally different from the Victor Osimhen that is ruling the world. So what is wrong? Sincerely, our football in Nigeria, sincerely, the trajectory is seriously going down. It is something that you should be worried about. If you are playing the likes of Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, and we are struggling to win, and we are happy because we luckily escaped by a penalty yesterday, and we are celebrating that we've won, I think we are not there right now at all. Because mine is, if you recall vividly, last year we had a conversation during the World Cup and saga, and I said I'll be very happy if we do not qualify for the Nations Cup also. So then we'll know that
football has really
something
gone down.
is seriously wrong with us. But if we manage to qualify for the World Cup, I mean for the Nations Cup, the hope will be high also that probably we'll win the Nations Cup. I want to win the Nations Cup with the likes of, when you have the likes of Senegal, Morocco, Burkina Faso, Algeria, and Mali. These 5 countries that I mentioned now, they've won all their qualifying matches. They've won all their 3 and 4 matches, not even a draw. And they're not playing. If you watch Angola and Ghana matches today, you see strength, power, and display of teamwork among the 2 teams. So sincerely, I think it's not something that we should be celebrating that we won yesterday. It should be shameful. We are talking about giants of Africa. So now we are now looking like ants of Africa.
Seriously, we actually look like ants if you compare the way we play against Guinea-Bissau. Both legs right now. Eagles need to get their acts together. Really, if we are blaming Pizarro, yes, he has his own blame, but Eagle players, they really need to get better right now. Super Eagles edge Guinea-Bissau to regain lead in Group A. And if you look at Group A right now, well, we are having 9 points. Now let's look at how the group is standing concerning that particular encounter. Nigeria, we have 9 points. After scoring 13 goals, we conceded 2. That's the goal difference. They are playing 4 matches. We won 3. We lost 1. Then Guinea-Bissau are trailing us. They play 4. They score 8 goals. They conceded 4, and they have 7 points. Followed by Sierra Leone with 5 points. Sao Tome and Principe with 1 point after conceding 19 goals and scoring only 3. Really, Guinea-Bissau seems to be becoming a thorn in the flesh for Super Eagles right now in this group.
Okay, and when it comes to football in the world right now, there's nobody that you can push away. That's the truth. Look at what Morocco did against Brazil, the friendly match they played 2 days ago. They won Brazil. So that shows that what they did during the World Cup, it's not a fluke. They've continued their good performance. So also other African countries. So everybody's waking up. I mentioned Mali the other time now that they've won their 3 matches. They've not lost any
match.
So that shows that there's no team in Africa that you can push over. You know, when you are successful, it's more difficult for you to retain and maintain that success. But if you're on the ground, nobody will look at you, nobody care about you. So that is the situation we find ourselves in the world of football. Look at what happened between at the World Cup also. We'll continue to make a reference to what happened between Saudi Arabia and Argentina in their first match. Nobody, no pundits, as in nobody believed, analyzed, or thought that Saudi Arabia
would do that against
Argentina. So that is the new world of football. So that is why you have to upskill yourself. You made mention of something that the players, yes, the players, they have their own fault. But sincerely, number one, I think the NFL, they have to stop bringing Super Eagles Nigerian matches to Abuja Stadium here.
Okay.
So I don't want to go into maybe spiritually the stadium is not good for or superstition, because the fans have been so accommodating
Okay, now I get you. They need to be at a place where they will be on their feet.
The players have been so accommodating. If we still have the Surulere, the national stadium in Lagos, what they are doing, they can't go in there because the fear of I'm going to play in Lagos, and if I lose the match, or they should take them to Kano,
or Uyo,
or they take them to Uyo. Sincerely, they have to change their mentality. That is on that part. Then the second part, if you look at the lineup yesterday, the first match we play on Friday, our coach, I don't know where he got his certificate from. This is African football. We have a pattern and it's tied. It is known 4-4-2. We are not used to 4-3-3. We're not used to 3-5-2. So we play 4-3-3 in the first half. But probably someone spoke to him or whatever. He changed the formation too late. But yesterday, we played the 4-4-2. Now, look at it. Look at the 4 players that we have at the midfield yesterday. We have the likes of Alex Wobi and Frank. We have Onyeka. We have Chukwueze. And we have Moses Simon. So that means we have 4 good players in the midfield. And we have Terry Murphy and we have Victor Osimhen up front. But unfortunately, I don't know why he's using Chukwueze that cannot cross with his right leg to play in the right wing.
Like someone actually asked, what is the problem that he cannot play another? Must it be Chukwueze? Because he seems to waste a lot of opportunities.
A lot of opportunities. Someone that when he plays, it plays more like...
he's just dribbling and...
Like Pius Ikedia, that you run faster than the ball. You are looking down, you're not looking up. Dribble yourself, dribble the player, you fall down unnecessarily. So the problem there is this. I'm going to blame the coach and I'm going to blame the NFF. Why do I need to blame the NFF? If you look at other countries, other clubs, what they do, they have 3 personnel in their coaching crew. Number 1, you need to have a man manager. You need to have a tactician. Then you need to have a psychologist. Now, if your coach is a tactician, then the assistant will be a man manager, and you have a psychologist among the crew. But if your coach is a man manager, not a tactician, the assistant will be a tactician. So they do what? They help themselves. That was what we had during the likes of Westerhoff and Bonfrey Joe.
Everything worked out.
Bonfrey Joe is a tactician. Westerhoff is a man manager. And they have a psychologist. The psychologist will be the one that do the work. Victor Osimhen, you are the best player in the world right now. You are banging in goals. You are coming to your country. You are coming to your country. Make your country proud. Make African proud. Don't let people look at you as if you can only shine in Europe, not in Africa. You have to need someone to motivate, to psych them. Do we have them there? We don't have anybody like that. I mean,
the Super Eagles
technical crew. We don't have. Then your coach is not a man manager and he's not a tactician. He's just there because it was the only one that they can avoid in terms of salary when they were looking for a coach. So availability is what made that coach to be where he is right now. Not because he merited to be there. Not because he had the track record to be there. If you want to get it right, we have to look into these 3. And for us to look into this 3, we have to look into the technical crew that we have currently now. All of them should be sacked sincerely. It doesn't take anyone, you or me or anybody outside there that loves football, that knows football, can take the Super Eagles to the remaining 2 matches that we need to play for the African qualifiers. That's the truth. We have to look at what Senegal, what they've been doing. Is it not to say that they have as their coach? And he has been there for how many? If you are going for local, let's go for quality. If you are going for foreigner, let's go for quality. So the quality should be our watchword, not availability. That is what we are. After all, how can you be working in the country and they are owing you about 9 or 10 months?
And you're not
complaining. Come on, something is wrong somewhere that we need to look into. We shouldn't just be looking at the players or whatever. What we employed him to do is to bring all this individual brilliancy of our players together. I didn't see the teamwork in them. They didn't play, they didn't communicate. If you watch Osimhen, the first match, he was angry all through.
And he was playing under pressure.
Because he was under pressure to deliver. Because they knew the match on Friday that we played, that was on the 23rd. On the 23rd, that was when we played that match. It was exactly a year that we lost to Ghana. Because we lost to Ghana on the 23rd of March 2022. That World Cup qualifier. And so the same 1 year we came to Abuja. So all of them are under this pressure that, they want to deliver, they want to make them the fans happy, they want to make their country proud, but we need someone to tell them that take it easy, don't play under pressure.
That's the job of a psychologist.
Play your game. You are better than these people 1 million times. That is what we need. That is what we are not getting, and that is why we are getting it wrong.
That's why we're getting it right now. Talking about Super Eagles, they're performing against Guinea-Bissau. Both first and second leg were not too good, looking at their performance there. But right now, Nigerians are really talking tough concerning the Eagles. What is happening to that squad? Despite the fact that Moses Simon scored a penalty to make it 1-0, that right now pick us to the top of the table to have 9 points. But really, Eagles have not been forthcoming. When you watch those matches, both first leg and the second leg, even the coach, Bissau, was saying Nigeria played better in the first leg compared to the second leg, the one we play in Guinea-Bissau. And you look at Uzoho. Uzoho right now, yellow card, he will be playing the next one now. And Nigerians say, well, good, at least let him even stay away. If the coach can at least get a player, maybe we have Sochima there, we have Ania Boso, we have others that you can give that particular call-up, test others and see, because the same Uzoho seems to be our number one, and really he's not delivering anything for Nigeria.
Okay, they made him to be our number one, not that he deserved to be our number one. That's the difference, and that's the truth. The same way he considered the goal against Ghana, that was the same way, the same pattern, the same style that he considered the goal on Friday. So cheap, I mean, very, 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 very cheap goal. He's not in command of his post. He doesn't communicate. He doesn't coordinate. He's just sitting down there. It's always jittery. So that is the problem that we are having with him. So I think the yellow card he got yesterday, it's a blessing in disguise for us in Nigeria. Sincerely, it's a blessing in disguise. When I got the yellow card, so that means that he has 2 yellow cards. Now he's going to miss the next one in June. Good one. Let's try another keeper. And if that one can perform very, very well, I know we'll continue to try that one. You shouldn't stick to only one person that is not giving you the results. It doesn't make any sense. Then the coach saying that
we play better in Nigeria than.
I'm not blaming him because he's using his own standard to assess the team, not our own standard. Both the first leg and the second leg is shameful, woeful performance, very disappointing.
They had to win through penalty.
Through penalty, not open play. With the kind of player, the stars that we have in there, I think the man should even stop granting press interview, because I think he doesn't even know what we are feeling. He doesn't know the pain that is causing the Nigerian football lovers. As far as I'm concerned, he's using those standards to just judge that, okay, yes, they did better, and the next one, they didn't do better. As far as I'm concerned, both the first match and the second match, I didn't see any display of talent in that match.
We're talking about Super Eagles of Nigeria, their performance against Guinea-Bissau. Well, it's also that they will perform well to qualify. Well, like he said, maybe this will actually spur us to action. If things didn't go well, we're able to rebuild our house. Now, we move away from that particular result. Now, let's talk about the AFCON, other teams that play in the AFCON qualifier across Africa. Quickly, let's have the result there, where the likes of Ethiopia play against Guinea. It was 3-2, good one for Guinea, who actually went away, and they won 3-2 against Ethiopia. Central African Republic 2 against Madagascar. Angola, Ghana ended 1-1. I have Niger Republic losing against Algeria by a lone goal. South Sudan also lose against Congo in that particular encounter there. Look at Guinea. They went away. They got 3 goals against home team Ethiopia.
Yeah, a very good one for the Guinean team. And if you watch the Angola and Ghana match yesterday, you like, I don't even want to watch Super Eagles again. And you'll be looking at yourself that Angola, I didn't know for football. When did they start playing football?
Of course, if you remember Angola, Pelancras Negras, as they call them, the 2006 World Cup, we will not forget in a hurry what they did to us. They couldn't qualify.
Definitely. But if you put them on the same pedestrian with Super Eagles, based on the achievement, both at the World Cup and at the Nations Cup, you can't compare both of us together, sincerely. Anything that wants to play the likes of Morocco in Africa now, anybody that wants to play the likes of Senegal in Africa now, they'll be jittery. They'll be scared. They'll give them that respect. But anybody that wants to play Super Eagles, they are like, it's like what we normally say in Nigeria in our own pidgin language. I get time before, only property again. So it's like, they had it before, they don't have it again. So that respect is not there. So they are coming in to do what? To attack us from the word "let's go." So a very good one. I will be surprised the next Nations Cup, the way we saw the likes of Ethiopia for what they did, we'll see a lot of African countries, also African teams, coming out to upset a lot of the so-called giant of Africa, Nigeria inclusive. If we didn't do the right thing, you can see it from the result here. Congo and South Sudan, you're like, these two countries are they known for football, but right now they are upping their skills. If you look at also the likes of Angola and Ghana, you look at Guinea,
Central African
Republic, and Madagascar, you can say the same thing also. So football is evolving in Africa, in the world, and if you don't move with the pace, you'll be left behind. That is where we are now. We are behind. We need to catch up with them.
And looking at what Senegal is doing, winning CHAN, winning under 20, winning the main AFCON 3, at least it shows that this year has really favored them, even coming from last year. That's Senegal.
Okay, I think we need to borrow. There's no shame in borrowing people's prototype. That's the truth. To study them, to look at what are they doing that they are getting it right. For the past 4-6 years, the Senegalese senior team have been very consistent. They lost the last Nations Cup final to Algeria. The following year, that was last year, they won it. The World Cup, we saw what they've been doing. From the type of Diop, they've been that very consistent. So they've been building on their team day in, day out. And look at their under 23. They are doing very well. Look at their Wafu B team. They are doing 20. They are doing very well. So that means they have a template or a plan that they are using that is working perfectly for them. And who knows, probably they borrowed our templates or our plan that we used to have in the years 80s, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Maybe that's what they are using, because you cannot tell me that we cannot get the quality of players that is needed and that is needed to take Super Eagles to that glory in this country. When we're talking about coach also, we have more than enough coaches in this country, but the sentiment will not allow us to do the right thing until we think that we really want to do this. Unfortunately, there's limitation to what the Minister of Youth and Sport can do when it comes to the football because of the FIFA article. Sunday Dare made it known that he does not have confidence in Bissau. He said it from day one. So left to him, he will have looked for better option, but his hands are tied. Very, very tight, because I don't really understand the reason why I will be the one paying you, but I will not have a say over you. That's the issue between the sport minister or federal government and the NFF. When it comes to money, they will run to them. But when it comes to don't do it this way, don't do it that way, they quickly run to FIFA. And before you know it now, sanction will come. Even let that sanction come. Let them ban Nigeria for the next 2 years.
So that they can stay away from football.
They can stay away from football. We can see how it goes.
What's the way to go? They are talking about Nigeria. There right now, let's switch to the under 23. They will play against Guinea today. We just saw that they can do better. Nigeria has seek redemption against Guinea over there in Morocco. That's the next story we are looking at our Olympic Eagles will be playing today. The second leg. We saw what they played in Abuja on Wednesday last week. It was goalless, and now can they skate through Guinea now? It seems Guinea, Bissau, or anything that has to do with Guinea now, we should be running away.
Okay, I think it's going to be a tough one for us, but also there's an advantage. And what do I say there's an advantage? We're not playing in Guinea this time around. They are playing at the neutral ground, Casablanca, Morocco. That's where they are playing the match. So the issue of the home support, it's not coming. That crowd threatening, it's not really there. We saw what happened between Super Eagles and Guinea-Bissau also, as in their crowd. But that is not an excuse for Super Eagles not to have done what they're supposed to do. But for the under-23, they're supposed to have won this match here on Wednesday. That's the truth. They're supposed to have won the match on Wednesday, so they will not be under the pressure that they are right now. So what they need to do now is to go into the match with confidence. That is the truth. I wish they have that psychologist that I said earlier on. We will have pepped them and motivate them and look at their individual brilliances and even show them their past matches, what they've done, what they are capable of doing. So that will give them that confidence going into the match, because the Guinea also now, they will have that confidence that, okay, we came to Abuja, we drew. Okay? Goalless. No goal, nothing. So that means we're at par. So definitely tonight, we can also do something by winning them. So, but no matter what happens, I think we are still going to win. History may repeat itself. repeat itself in the sense that there was a qualifier for Nations Cup that Nigerian and Super Eagles and Guinea played in the 2014 or thereabout. We have Titi Kamara. He came to Abuja. He defeated us 2-1. But when we went to Guinea, we defeated them. So today is not the first time that we're having that issue with them. But I say tonight, the boys, they are up to task. They want to do what is necessary for them because of what is at stake. Now, what is at stake? Number one, we need to win tonight's match to qualify for the under-23 AFCON. It is when we qualify for the under-23 AFCON that we'll be able to qualify for Olympic in Paris next year. So you can see what is at stake now. We have to cross one or
step by step
before you get to the other one. So tonight they have to win before they can think of, and most of these players, they are hungry, and the only avenue that they can sell themselves, people can see them, is by playing at AFCON. After playing at AFCON also, another hurdle they need to cross is to make sure that they top their group. When they top their group, they'll be able to play in Olympic 2024 in Paris. And it's very surprising that this same under-23 that won the Olympic medal in football in 1996, at Atlanta, that won silver at Beijing 2008, and 2016 we won at Rio, Brazil, bronze. Now we are now struggling to qualify. Something is seriously, fundamentally wrong with the Nigerian football, and we have to get it right so that I can go back to where we used to be. But for tonight, we are winning.
Hopefully, the Olympic Eagles will turn things around against Guinea tonight over there in Casablanca, Morocco. It's a neutral ground. Both teams will be fighting for honor. The first edition or first leg and actually ended stalemate in Abuja, where they play on Wednesday last week. And right now, they'll be facing themselves today. And we believe that the team will do well. They are looking at Guinea and Guinea-Bissau, really giving a lot of troubles to Nigerian teams. Now, quickly, let's talk about the women football. The Super Falcons, the coach right now invited a lot of players for the friendly that will be coming up over there in Turkey. Nigeria will be facing Haiti and also New Zealand. In Turkey, well, Wardrum leads Oparanoze Oshuala. Oparanoze is back to that team. Let's look at the score from the goalkeeper to the defender and also the defense to the forward. The goalkeeper Chiama Kanadoze, Yewande Balogun, Inyene Etin of Abia Angels. Defenders, Onome Ebi, that's the captain. Osinachi Ohale, Deportivo Alaves of Spain. Ashley Plumter, Leicester City. Glory Ogbonna, Besiktas of Turkey. Rofiat Imran, Saudi Reims of France. Michel Alozie, Oluwatosin Dimei. And you have, let's look at the midfielders and also the forward that have been invited by Coach Wardrum there. Halimatu Ayinde, Christy Uchebe, Ngozi Okobi Okeogene, Deborah Abiodun. You have Tony Payne, Regina Otu. Forwards are Sisalo Shwala, Rashida Ajibade, Extra Okoronkwo, Ifeoma Numonu, Uchena Kanu. You have Desire Oparanoze, back to the Super Falcons, now play for Wuhan, Chengdu, Jianghe of China, Gift Monday of Tenerife, Spain. Those are the players being invited by Coach Wardrum for the friendlies. At least it will be the lax guy before they go for the World Cup.
Like Wardrum, like Pissarro. What's the difference between both of them? That's just the truth, because you can't have this star also from our Super Falcons that will be playing the way we are playing. I remember those days. Anybody that wants to play Super Falcons, they don't even attack. They try as much as possible to make sure that the goal they are conceding is no more than 3, 4, 5 goals. Because they play more like basketball. Yes, the football is improving. The female football is improving. That's how we're supposed to be improving also. You shouldn't be sitting on the record of quarter-final.
Because if you check US, they are improving more. Norway, France, Sweden, they are all doing so well.
England, they are improving. So that's our own problem. We are not improving. So people will come and they will overtake us. So that is the issue. That's the problem. And the problem lies in the coach. I'll be sincere with you. Because all these players that we have here, all the players that he called, they have what it takes. We saw what they are doing in Europe. Gift Monday, nobody can tell you about what Gift Monday can do. Is it Ajibade you want to talk about, or Shola you want to talk about? We have them, but we don't have. What is the role of a manager? Ability to manage your resources to deliver a given target. It's very simple. And they have these resources, but they cannot deliver on their given target. So why are we still holding on to them? Let's see what will happen. Maybe it will prove us wrong, but honestly, I'm not expecting anything new, because what you don't have, you cannot really give. It's high time we have our best result when it comes to the female football in Nigeria. We got it from our local coach. So we still have to look inward to think about it. Let's go for quality. It's not all the time that we're looking for Bissau, Guinea or one drawn. Is it that there's something attached to NFL that they have to pay the coaches in dollars? They don't want to pay them in naira, so that we won't know the amount of money they are paying them. If there's no skeleton in their cupboard, we have more than enough coaches in this country that can take us to the glory, take us back to the glorious days. I'm not expecting anything new here. Probably will surprise me by beating the Haiti and New Zealand during the friendly match.
Let's see what will be happening concerning those matches that will be coming up in April. Talking about the Super Falcons, they are preparing ahead of the World Cup, and right now Nigerians are waiting to see what the ladies will be doing there. We've been talking about Nigerian football, Super Eagles. Olympic Eagles will be playing today. We wish them the best as they fly their trip against Guinea team over there in Casablanca tomorrow. That will be it on 360 Sports on Trust TV. I've been with Olawale Peters. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I didn't for having me, but me, I don't wish them the best. I wish them what they wish themselves.
What's a way to end the show there. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.